Where does the interlayer sciall typical of the Roman dialect come from? Even the Accademia della Crusca has answered this question, and so I report what they said. As for the etymology of sciall, there are those who recall the verb scialare, of which it would clearly be the past participle, widely used in southern regional Italian and dialects with the meaning of have fun, rejoice, enjoy it, which lends itself however, with two paths, one starting from Latin and the other from Arabic. For the Latin we go back to the verb exhalare, to exhale, send out vapors, from which in Italian to exhale, which, starting from the 17th century, finds attestations with an extension of the meaning to have fun, rejoice. In particular, in the 18th-19th century Romanesque, Benedetto Micheli and Giuseppe Gioachino Belli, waiting to have fun and squandering money, waiting for revelry, waiting for enjoyment, pleasure recur with a certain frequency, in the meaning of dissipate, squander money. The verb is also found in Tuscan, recorded for example by Pietro Fanfani in his Vocabolario dell'uso toscano, Florence, Barbera, 1863, and in Lecce in the form with doubling scialare, present in the Vocabulary of the Salento Dialects by Gerhard Rohlfs, Galatina, Sonetto, 1976. For the Tuscan we point out that scialare means panting, often referring to the dog, in a large Tuscan area that includes the southeastern part of the province of Arezzo. The testimony is interesting from a semantic point of view because it suggests the possibility of passing through a form of exhortation such as breathe hard, catch your breath, from which stay calm. The path that starts from the Arabic was followed to explain the same verb, in the reflexive and doubling form of sciales rejoice, joy, but also dissipate, attested in the Genoese. We find it recorded by Giovanni Casaccia in his Genoese Italian vocabulary, Genoa, Tipographia de F. Li Pagano, 1851, which also reports the context in which the expression was used. The sailors, returning from long voyages, greeted their family members with the phrase cheerfulness Scialla, sciall. Cheers, an invitation to be happy, to enjoy the beautiful moments of life. Also in Liguria, but these are undocumented testimonies, I am told that a kind of nursery rhyme was widespread that mothers recited to children to reassure them and in which reference was made to the next return of the fathers. In this context, the sciall would seem to take on the value of quiet, calm. The Ligurian exclamation itself is one of the Arabisms pointed out by Giovanni Battista Pellegrini, Arabisms in the Neo-Latin languages, with special regard to Italy, Brescia, Pedea, 1972, which tends to derive it from the Arabic wa_et, to, desire God. With regard to the relationship between this voice and the Ligurian dialects, see the intervention by Lorenzo Covery that follows this sheet. If one follows the path of Latin, sciallaco would engrave with the imperative form of scialare, while if the path from Arabic is considered more convincing, the process would be reversed and the verb would then be derived from the exclamation. It cannot be ruled out that Arabism has been superimposed on dialectal forms derived from the Latin exhalare, thus generating an expression that young people have intercepted, turning it into a youthful Arabeing. 2. This Arabic form was put so corrupted by the source, Dam Crusca. It is probably, that is, in Allahu, if God wills. A form closer to the corrupt could be, that is Yasa Allahu, God willing, provided that it is the subjunctive that is used in Arabic for sentences like this, and not the iasive, their own way, and that there want introductory particles. The closest form to corrupt would be, Wa'asalahu, which however seems to me to mean and God willed it, even if Google translates it as and God willing.